He joins us tonight to sort out what the second part of the story is. Jessica, thanks so much for coming on tonight. So how should we understand
this guy is seriously malfunctioning?
Thanks, Tucker. So the main thing to take away is that the Hillary Clinton campaign broke federal law. That's why they levied this fine. When I was leading the Russiagate investigation, we had to get a subpoena from Congress to get the bank records to show that the Hillary Clinton campaign and the Dems paid for the Steele dossier. And 3 years later, the FEC finally woke up and said, yes, that's illegal, and we need to fine them. Had any other campaign done it, they would have fined them to the tune of tens of millions of dollars. But
what is going on with this guy's eyes?
The Hillary Clinton campaign broke federal law by taking political contributions and paying a foreign asset to gin up dirty Russian information that was fake, that they funneled into the FBI to falsely surveil President Trump, illegal warrants issued by the federal surveillance court.
So the whole thing was a scam. It was illegal. They've been fined for it. It wouldn't have worked unless the entire Washington press corps abetted it, went along with it, reported the stuff as true when it was fact. It was just another set of campaign lies. It was Oppo. Has anybody apologized for their roles in this?
I don't think those 51 intel analysts, heads of the CIA, that called Hunter Biden's laptop Russian disinformation.
This fucking guy's eyes are malfunctioning.
Glad to give the warning.
What the hell is this thing? That ain't a person, folks.
And the Steele team and Fusion GPS have not apologized, even though her lawyers for the campaign have been indicted by Special Counsel John Durham. So federal indictments, federal
this is something else. Something's wrong with this guy.
Breaking of the federal law is not enough for the mainstream media to come around and say not only did they get it wrong, but they got it so wrong that they need to be calling out the Hillary Clinton campaign and now probably Joe Biden, or actually his son Hunter, because these people have been corrupting the media for decades, and they are supposed to be the bastions, the dynastic bastions of the Democratic Party, and they have failed in upholding the principles of the law, which you and I have reported on for so long.
Well, and they prevented us from having a free and fair election in 2020 by suppressing information voters needed to know. And the people who did that, those 51 former Intel officials, all still have their security clearances, which they used to make millions. They trade on those clearances. Why do they still have their security clearances? They don't work for the government anymore. They work for MSNBC.
That's a